Welcome, welcome, welcome to Up Accelerated Excellence, a podcast for the advancement of educational effectiveness and equity. Hosted by yours truly, Jacob Easley II, PhD, PMP. This episode was recorded as part of our Inspirational Shorts during the Education 2.0 Conference 2024 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's get into it. So we're here with another special guest for the Up Accelerated Excellence community. So would you introduce yourself for us?
Sure. I'm Elizabeth Power. I'm a fifth-generation educator. I love to help people learn, and I'm the founder of the Trauma Informed Academy, and we do teacher ed and teacher prep and professional development with teachers.
So the Trauma Informed Academy, where are you located?
Our physical premises are in Nashville, Tennessee, but our work is online or on-site.
Oh, excellent. Brilliant. So can you tell us about an achievement or an outcome for your academy that you're exceedingly proud of?
Oh boy, there are a lot. The first one was when we took our trauma responsive teaching program to Zambia online during the pandemic, and we helped the educators who were teaching children who'd been orphaned by HIV/AIDS or COVID. They saw a 38-point increase in their math scores in the first quarter just by making some very simple changes. And when the educators began to realize that they were as impacted by overwhelming experiences as were their students, it decreased the separation between them. There was no more othering of the students, and so everyone began to learn together. And the relational process just made such a difference. The second one was helping the nation of Japan craft a culturally relevant model of trauma-informed care and trauma-informed response. Did you know that in Japan they have no word for trauma?
I did not know that.
They had to come up with a whole new kanji. Yeah.
So that's very interesting. Your work truly does have an international reach.
It does. It's actually used on every continent except Antarctica. We don't think the penguins need a lot of help yet.
Oh, we don't know just yet.
No, we don't.
So we're here in Las Vegas at the Education Conference 2.0.
Right.
What have been your takeaways so far?
Well, number one, my first takeaway is how remarkable it is that people across multiple generations, 6 generations of people are here, if you stop and look at the youngest to the eldest, and that we are all bringing together the innovations across multiple industries that can help reshape the world in a way that is more inclusive, more life-giving, more life-bringing, and more learning supported to each other.
So for any organization that may be similar to yours, focusing on trauma or other organizations in the field of education, what words of advice would you give to help them advance educational effectiveness and equity?
I would say that teacher development and supporting teachers is critical. And I would say that the reason that's so important is that we tend to say trauma and we think mental illness, mental health, and toss kids over the fence to the school counselor. When in reality, it is the fact that we as educators are just as impaired as the children are is really critical. We need to quit pathologizing adverse experiences and recognize that we really do have universal exposure. There's not a human being on the planet that hasn't been affected by something so overwhelming they thought they might die or lose their mind or be badly injured, and that is what trauma is.
Right, so addressing trauma is actually a human condition.
It's a human condition.
Not a condition solely exclusive to students or young folks.
That's correct, and only 20% of the people who are exposed to something that overwhelming develop a mental disorder that requires clinical intervention. The rest of us just don't know how to relate to each other. We discovered during the pandemic in some research we were doing that the skills in SEL and the skills in emotional intelligence and the skills in trauma recovery are the same set. So when we bring a different mindset to the work, we see that helping people learn elastic emotions or self-regulation, which you can do in every subject in education, helping people learn how to use interconnections, which again you can do in every subject in education. Like we found out that we are from similar parts of the country.
Yes.
That's an interconnection that made us both smile. We forget that there are all of these common things that we share. that can help us as educators, as clinicians, as parents, as friends, help each other overcome and move beyond the impact of these overwhelming experiences.
Well, Elizabeth, I thank you so much for your inspiration, and I hope that this edifies the EdUp Accelerated Excellence community, and thank you again.
You're so welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you.